Hey, okay here from the Minecart. Welcome back to another entry of my year review series where I go over everything or almost everything that has happened in the year. So next review I will do my best to go over everything that has happened in the year, or at least anything that I have heard about. Yeah. So keep in mind that this video will touch upon the politics. So I'm not gonna go too in depth into them, but if you don't like hearing politics, then I don't recommend watching this series. But yeah. Anyways, start off with January. The first of January. Well, that's when 2025 begun, and everyone's current objective was to survive. Which, considering that I and many others are still here, which rest in peace to the ones who sadly couldn't make it to 2026. Yeah, I made it. Did on the same day. I did my first stream of 2025, which I think was a Fortnite stream. I don't know. Then also on the first, a Cybertruck exploded outside of Trump Tower on New Year's Day. Was this foreshadowing for a tipping point in a relationship between Elon Musk and Donald Trump? Looking back at it, honestly, yeah. But also on the same day, Mr. Beast became engaged. Then on the second, Disney allegedly wanted to buy Sega. But thankfully, due to some research, it was realized that that would be a bit impossible for them to do that. This was all because the Sonic movie that came out at the time was doing better than their Mufasa movie. So, you know. But although, Disney buying out the competition, not really a big surprise. Then next up, I got 256 followers on Twitch. Yeah, that's right. One day I woke up to 256 followers on Twitch, which they didn't vanish, which is a real shame. Then, also on the 3rd of January, I got my first medal. I haven't used it in a good while, but it's like this thing where it's like, oh, you can pay for this running course, and when you complete it, you get a medal, which I haven't done in a while, but I want to do it again eventually. Uh, then on the 5th, there were just I don't know why, but there were just so many terrorist attacks going on the 5th, and I don't know why. It was 5 days, and there were already multiple terrorist attacks, and also planes crashing. Which, yeah. Uh, Next up, on the 9th, found out that there will be a Lego Game Boy coming out, and also that Minecraft is finally getting a Lego Advent Calendar. Both of them have been out for a bit, and I want to get both of them. Lego Big Game Boy because it looks cool, and the Lego Minecraft Advent Calendar because I've never gotten a Lego Advent Calendar before. Then also on the 9th, my mom wrecked her car, but thankfully she survived. Then also on the 9th, it was announced that TikTok would be shutting down on the 19th, and Meta implementing very dehumanizing guidelines toward the LGBT community and the trans community, which, considering Mark Zuckerberg's the political stance, yeah, that one's a surprise. Then on the 10th, it snowed, which was really, really fun. Then on the 13th, it was revealed that CapCut would be banned alongside TikTok. Obviously, that and TikTok would come back, and TikTok is being bought out by an American company. I haven't used TikTok in a good while because they kept locking features behind a paywall. So, yeah. Then on the 14th, I realized that I wouldn't really be doing technical college. So, yeah. Then on the 16th, David Lynch passed away. I didn't really watch stuff by David Lynch, but I've seen clips of his work to know that he's a really good director and he was really amazing. I really do want to watch Twin Peaks eventually. So yeah, rest in peace, David Lynch. You will be missed. Then on the 17th, I finally did my learner's permit, which is for driving, which I still need to do some more driving, so yeah. Also on the 17th, the developer behind the game Bad Parenting was discovered to be a pedophile. So yeah, kind of ironic now that I think about it. But also on the 17th, Godzilla was added to Fortnite. And same thing on the 17th, I kind of failed my learner's permit. But hey, thankfully, I didn't, but thankfully I got to repeat it. But the only things I did fail was this like stuff, information about like signs and stuff. Then on the 18th, it was TikTok's last day alive, but then on the 19th, TikTok was brought back. And obviously, I mentioned it like, oh, it's being bought by an American company. Then on the 20th, my pump just started to be a nuisance. And basically what I'm talking about pump is like a diabetic pump. Which currently I use the Omnipod, but I'm having to use my pump because like the pharmacy didn't give me enough Omnipods to last me until I would get a new order of Omnipods. So I'm currently on my uh, diabetic pump. Then on the 22nd, yeah, the only two words I have to say are Trump's presidency, which yeah, has been a experience to go through. Anyways, on the 23rd, Thailand allowed gay marriage, which is really cool. And also, it's just like, because here's the thing, keep in mind, gay marriage has only been legal in America for like 10 years at this point. And we already have people trying to make it illegal. Yeah. Anyways, on the 24th, I passed my learner's permit test, which was amazing. Then on the 26th, it was my dad's birthday, and finally on the 31st, I got my driver's license. Or, okay, not my actual driver's license, it's more like this beta demo driver's license that you get until you get the real one. Now, moving on to February, on the 1st, Fortnite OG Season 2 arrived. And then on the 5th, I finally played Ad Astra, which is this furry, yeah, it's a furry novel. Yeah, it's this, not graphic novel, novel game, the type of game that the DLC is. I don't know, if I would play that, I might play it again. Then on the 5th, lost followers on Twitch. Then on the 9th, Elton John followed me on Blue Sky. And no, it wasn't some parody account. I checked the account, and in the description it said like, oh yeah, this is the actual official account of Elton John. And it had like posts that would make sense for the actual Elton John to post. Like, I was not expecting freaking Elton John falling on Blue Sky. That was freaking amazing. Then on the 10th, my development of 3D modeling has begun, which is something I need to get back to. Then on the 16th, I did some driving. Then on the 21st, Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 2 came out. Then on the 21st, a group called the Proud Boys lost their copyright to a church they vandalized. Now, I don't know a whole lot about the Proud Boys, but what I do know is that they are a hate group. Yeah, I will have links. So for some of the sources, for some of the dates to talk about, I will have links to the sources so you can read them in the description. Anyways, on the 25th, I was able to set up a way to access money from DeviantArt. You have a DeviantArt account, and you can pay for they have the subscription service you can pay for to be able to be paid on DeviantArt, and I finally set up my PayPal. Then on the 26th, Elon Musk might get deported. Considering he's still here, that didn't happen. But hey, my adventure, who knows? Then finally, on the 27th, I went to Chili's for the first time. I've never been until this point. It's really fun. I quite liked it. Although, weirdly enough, they didn't have chili anymore, which is weird. It's like going to a burger joint called Burgers, and they don't have burgers. And also the same day, I went to Dave & Buster's, which was really fun. Now we have March. On the 3rd of March, it was my mom's 51st, or not 51st, 54th birthday. Also on the 3rd, my chime card came. Then on the 6th, I developed a secondary art style. Then on the 17th, it was St. Patrick's Day. Also on the 17th, DaVinci Resolve kept crashing for me. Then on the 18th, Lego Pokemon was announced for 2026. Then on the 18th, Saw 11 was canceled, and finally on the 21st was my 20th birthday. So yeah, that's right. The 21st of this year, on March, I'll be 21, which means I'll be able to legally drink alcohol. So yeah. Next up is April. First day of April, April Fool's Day is one of my favorite holidays. And on the 2nd, I found out that Rooster Teeth came back, which was awesome. Then on the 3rd, now, this is something that a lot of us gamers found out, but Nintendo decided to start charging $80 to $90 for the games. which led to Xbox doing the same. Thanks a lot, Nintendo. Then on the ninth, scientists brought back the extinct direwolf species. Okay, not okay. Obviously, you can read the article, but it's basically like gene splicing or something like that. Then on the 13th, I discovered my mom had lice. But then update to that on the 14th, my mom doesn't have lice. But then on the 16th, I discovered that was actually has COVID. So yeah, but my dad did say that would go away before we went to the vacation house we went to. Which, speaking of that, on the 17th to the 20th, we did a short Easter vacation at this really big house. It was really fun. Then on the 20th, I did some more driving and was able to drive me and Dad home, which was really fun. Then on the 21st of April, sadly, we lost Pope Francis, which rest in peace. Then also on the 21st, it was discovered that Kanye West was in a incest relationship with his cousin. Yuck. Then on the 22nd, I saw the Minecraft movie, which was pretty freaking good. Honestly, worth the wait. Then on the 27th, I filled out my first job application. Didn't really go anywhere. Then on the 30th, or April 30th, a day all video were. Okay, actually, it didn't happen on this day, but it did happen around this day. Cinder was revealed to be a not great person. A liar, manipulator, used her friends as, viewed her friends as rivals. Yeah, I don't really like Cinder anymore. Then finally, also on the 30th, Dream became a VTuber, which was really interesting. Alright, now May. On the first, my third Conqueror medal came, which is the subscription. Okay, maybe not subscription. It's a service that I want to use again. But yeah. Then on the ninth, Dead by Daylight collabs for FNAF, The Witcher, and The Walking Dead were revealed, which was awesome. Then on the 10th was the 5-year anniversary of T3 Productions. So yeah, that means the 10th of May of 2026 will be the 6-year anniversary of T3 Productions. Then on the 14th, Doom: The Dark Ages came out, a game that I have not played, and I continue to avoid the spoilers like the plague. Then on the 18th, Indigo Park turned 1 year old. Then on the 19th, Roger Craig Smith retired from playing Sonic. Thank you for everything, Roger. Then on the 20th, Fortnite Mobile has returned for Apple. Then on the 23rd, OnlyFans was being sold off for $8 billion. Then on the 24th, I found out that Tobuscus' dog Griffin passed away, along with Tobuscus' newest tweets, which, yeah. Then on the 27th, pennies were being discontinued, which it'll feel weird with pennies being gone, especially since, decades in the future, children are going to ask, hey, what are pennies? It's going to feel so weird. Then on the 28th, the original Animal Doll escaped. Yeah, that's not good. And then finally on the 31st, the sad one, popular MMOs got arrested again. This was when I believe this was when the body cam came out, and I wasn't really upset. I wasn't mad. I was just more sad. I was just more depressed. That body cam was sad. It was really depressing to look at. But hey, we eventually got better, I think. And finally on June 1st, it was the start of Pride Month 2025. Then on the 3rd, I rearranged my room for the last time, which yeah, obviously that didn't last. Then on the 3rd, Elon Musk dropped out of politics, which good. Then on the 6th, this was when Trump's and Elon's relation was kind of falling apart. Then also on the 6th, I had to cut a friend of 5 years out of my life. So, or an online friend. So, okay, obviously, I'm not going to name them because I don't want anyone to harass them. But we were friends, we were online friends for 5 years. But then I discovered that she happened to be the type of religious person who thinks not being straight will send you to hell, despite the fact that she too was part of the LGBTQ community. So yeah, I had to cut her out of my life. It was really hard. It was really upsetting. But hey, thankfully, Also on the 6th, something would come out that would cheer me up, which was the fact that Minecraft was added to the new Sonic Racing game. That thankfully cheered me up and like distracted me from the fact that I had to cut a friend out of my life. Then on the seventh, Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 3 and Fortnite OG Season 4 came out. Then on the 8th, iDubbbz kept getting worse. Yeah. Then on the 8th, Trump possibly has dementia, which, yeah, wouldn't be surprised if he does, especially since his age. Then on the 9th, finally got Doom Eternal and the DLC on my computer, which I had to return because it wouldn't even run. Then on the 9th, which is a more serious one, I discovered through an interview that Dan TDM wanted to kill himself back in 2020, which, yeah, like obviously 2020 was a hard year for everyone because like COVID and multiple people dying, especially family members, like older ones. Yeah, just the idea that like the fact that there is a timeline out there where Dan TDM did go through with taking his life in 2020, it's just hard to think of. Like not only like we would lose like a really good YouTuber who was like the father of Gen Z, but also like there would be children who would have lost their father because Dan TDM is a father. He has two kids. It's just it's really sad. Uh, let me just. Anyways, uh, to bring the mood back up, on the 9th, I also got my first piece of signed YouTuber merch, which was from Pyrocynical. Then on the 10th, Cabby Lame got deported. Yeah. Also, then on the 11th, MatPat started to run for office as a politician. Like, I'm sorry. I was not expecting MatPat to become a politician. Then on the 13th, FNAF Secret of the Mimic came out. Then on the 14th, there was the No Kings protest, which was really good. Then on the 17th, I discovered that fireflies might go extinct, which hopefully they don't. Then on the 17th, Lego Godzilla was announced to be coming in 2026, possibly 2027. Then on the 20th, the threat of World War III and it possibly being nuclear creeps closer. Then on the 21st, Wilbur Soot returns to YouTube. Then on the 22nd, Mr. Beast reveals AI thumbnail generator, which thankfully he rolled back on. Then on the 23rd, NetherRealm Studios slash Mortal Kombat is possibly being bought out by Sony, which currently isn't the case because Netflix is going to be buying Warner Bros. Um, I wouldn't mind if Sony bought Mortal Kombat because hey, maybe that means maybe we might get to return to Kratos as a guest character. There are a bunch of other Sony characters that would be perfect for Mortal Kombat. I'm just saying. Then on the 24th, I discovered that the founder of a foundation called Save a Fox, Michaela Rains, she committed suicide. It was discovered that she was being harassed by people online, and it's just a shame that she passed. Again, like I love the organization she ran, like Save a Fox. It was essentially they didn't just save foxes, but they were like saving animals from like being killed and stuff. It was really wholesome. I loved it. But yeah, it's just rest in peace, Michaela. I just hope that your legacy. I just hope you get to know that your legacy continues to be carried on. Then, also on the 24th, a Mars rover found giant spider webs on Mars. Yeah, I've seen enough Helldivers 2 and played enough Helldivers 2 to know that's probably not a good idea. But then, on the 27th, Mr. Beast got rid of his AI generator BS, which is really, really good. Also on the 27th, Michael Bay is returning to Transformers. Which, look, I know the Michael Bay Transformers movies are a mixed bag. Personally, I like the first two. The third one is okay. The fourth one I actually quite like. The fifth one it exists. And then finally, on the 28th, the Hestua, or however you say it, he's a online artist or online musician. he retired. So thank you for everything. Then on July 1st, Trump's big beautiful bill was passed. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Then also on the first, Twitter community notes have been invaded by AI. Yippee! Then on the second, Nintendo got sued for breaking people's Switch 2s. Makes sense. Then on the second, P. Diddy got acquitted of most of his crimes. I don't want to say anything else. That's the justice system for you. Then on 4th of July, 2025. And then on the 7th, SpongeBob was airing on Korean Cartoon Network. Which, if you're confused by that, apparently, like, there are some, apparently, like, Nick isn't available in Korea, so it's put on Korea's Cartoon Network, which is definitely a very, very bizarre thing to see. Like, SpongeBob on Cartoon Network. That doesn't feel right. Then on the 15th, YouTube introduced two new play buttons, which were actually revealed by Mr. Beast in the short. Then on the 16th, Fiji TV's dog Oreo passed away, which rest in peace. Then on the 17th, Donald Trump gets diagnosed with a mid-leg infection thing. Then on the 20th, Trump might be replaced by JD Vance at the end of 2025, which, I mean, 2025 ended and nothing's happened yet. Then on the 21st, someone, okay, so on the 21st, someone posted three gifs of a prolapsed asshole taking a shit on my Discord server. I wish I was making that up, because sadly I am not making that up. Someone just went into my server and posted three gifs of a prolapsed asshole taking a shit. To say I wanted to kill myself after watching that would be an understatement, because I did not want to see that. Then on the 22nd, my mom got back for her surgery on her foot. Then also on the 22nd, a Hellraiser game was announced, which was awesome, and I still haven't. I still need to get the collector's edition. But also on the 22nd, we sadly lost Ozzy Osbourne. Rest in peace. And then on the 23rd, the guy behind the Burger King Footless meme passed away on July 10th, which once again, rest in peace. Then on the 23rd, VShojo continues to collapse. Basically, VShojo was discovered. It was discovered that VShojo is just like a really shitty company. They stole like millions. Millions. Yeah, they stole millions of dollars from like a fundraiser that Iron Mouse was doing. Real scummy. Then on the 24th, Hulk Hogan died, which, look, I won't deny he's an iconic part of pop culture. I wasn't a huge Hulk Hogan fan, but I did recognize that he was quite iconic. But then again, there was this stuff with like the sex tape leak where he said some racist stuff, and there were other things he said that just didn't really make him that good. Then on the 24th, the Shoujo shut down. Yippee! Then on the 26th, a official Friday 13th short film was revealed to be coming out on August 13th. Obviously, I did my reaction to it. It's pretty alright. Then on the 27th, my day was ruined. Why was my day ruined? Well, that's because someone said they wanted to bring back Robert Williams with AI. I made a short about this, saying how I feel about it. Yeah, I hate it. Please, do not do this. Even Robin Williams' daughter, Zelda Williams, is like, hey, don't do this. Uh, I'll just, alright, just a second. Then on the 28th, Bruce Willis's condition got much worse, which the current state of Bruce Willis's health is real sad. Like, obviously, we're, like, I hope he makes it to 2027. I really do. But yeah, it's real sad seeing the condition Bruce Willis is in. It really is. Then on the 29th, this shit was spread to the USA, and basically it was like age ver- age verification stuff. Again, I'll have the link to it in the description of this video. And then then on the 30th, one of my art pieces was taken down due to a copyright violation. for some reason. But I was able to get it back up. And then finally, also on the 30th, Amazon decided to invest money in a streaming service for AI-generated content. Yeah. Anyways, moving on to August. Fortnite, on the second, Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 3 live event, pretty good. Then Pentagon 2 was announced. And it's using AI generation for basically the entire game. Yeah, I'm not playing Pixel 2 when it comes out. Yeah, then on the 7th, Fortnite Chapter 16 4 came. Then on the 8th, it was FNAF 11th Anniversary. Then also on the 8th, Gummotion, a YouTuber I used to watch, was discovered to be a pedophile. So yeah. Then on the 10th, the founder of the Heritage Foundation, which is a foundation that has played a part in, getting the big, not the big beautiful bill, but the Project 2025 passed, which would affect a bunch of people, like people of color, people with disabilities, people with different sexualities. Yeah, the founder of the Heritage Foundation has died, which good. Then on the 13th, I hit 800 subscribers. Then on the 17th, I made a burner phone number for something. Then on the 17th, I had to make a new Twitter account against my will. Because sadly, YouTube's refuses to make a account on Blue Sky. So yeah. And also there are some artists that I like that still use Twitter, sadly. Then on the 18th, I made a custom sign out of cardboard for my closet. You probably saw this in my room tours that I've done. Then on the 20th, I paid for some bits on Twitch. Then on the 21st, I did some writing. Then on the 25th, it was my little sister's 15th birthday. So, I have two sisters, an older sister and a younger sister. My younger sister was born on 2010, which is why I feel so old. She's going to be 16 this year. Yeah, that totally makes me feel better. Then, on the 30th, an AI-assisted murder happened. And it sadly wasn't the first time this would happen. It was really scary. And then finally on the 31st, Spider Kermit became real. Basically, Marvel did this collab with the Muppets for some of their comic covers, and they made Spider Kermit a real thing. Like, he was only seen in, like, memes people made, but now he's real. And I love it. Now, on September, the first day of September, I discovered that they were making a Jesus horror movie starring Nicolas Cage. And that movie is called The Carpenter's Son. Of course I want to see it. Then also on the first, Gordon Ramsay was revealed to have skin cancer, which he's still around, so I think he got cured. Then on the 6th, Cover Event Episode 1 revealed. Then on the 16th, it was my first time I had to skip a shower because I was very, very tired. But then on the 18th, our family cat, Dash, who I actually showed on streams and some videos and shorts, was attacked by a coyote, which thankfully survived, which, low update, it wasn't a coyote, it was another cat that attacked him. Then on the 19th through the 27th, we did fall break. Then on the 29th, or finally 29th, did a return stream. Now October. 1st of October, Spooky Month arrived. Then on the 2nd, Microsoft raised the price of the Xbox Game Pass, which was something they said they wouldn't do when they acquired Activision. Then on the 2nd, I got 60 followers on Twitter, which, Ray, I guess. And then also on the 2nd, I actually reset my computer and lost pretty much every day on it. So yippee. So on the 3rd, I got my Omnipod. Then also on the 3rd, P. Diddy was in the prison for only 4 years and 2 months. Again, the justice system. Now on the 9th, Fortnite Bears 2025 is here. Then on the 10th, finally went to the Georgia Fall Fair, which was closed. But, we had which was closed for the day, but hey, I did get to go there again. Then on the 10th, Megan Fox was announced to be voicing Torchica, which was an announcement I was not expecting. Then on the 13th, I made a webtoon account because I do want to make some webtoon comics. Then on the 15th, Heather Masters, who is known for voicing Circus Baby, retires from voice acting, which thank you for everything, Heather Masters. Then on the 16th, Ace Frehley of Kiss, he passed away, which, rest in peace. Then on the 17th, I met a fellow YouTuber on Discord. The YouTuber's name is Gears365. He collaborated with RyRy99, which is something that I'll talk about later. Then on the 17th, I discovered that the Rule 34 site has a merch store, which was really weird. Then on the 18th, my older sister and her boyfriend finally got engaged. After all these years of me thinking, when are they going to get engaged? They finally do. But also, sadly, on the 18th, the founding Limp Bizkit bassist, Sam Rivers, passed away. Then on the 22nd, an adult Transformers animated series was announced, which I am very excited for this. Also on the 23rd, I gained 10 followers on Twitch. Then on the 25th, I got my first ever lounge flag bag, which is this miniature Deadpool versus Wolverine bag. Then on the 27th, I put up my third monitor for my setup, which I still need a HDMI splitter. I did get one, but sadly it didn't really work. Then on the 29th, SMG4 announced to be ending on December 27th. Then on the 30th, Gore came out early. And also on the 30th, AI-generated Transformer statues were made. And they were horrible. Then on the 31st, Halloween 2025. And finally, Iron Horse returned on the 31st. And it brought an AI-generated film. Yeah. Now on to November. The 1st of November, the Fortnite Simpsons mini season arrived. Then on the 3rd, I started work on the stop motion project, which I canceled. Then on the 4th, Six Flags closed for good, which, rest in peace, Six Flags. I didn't really get to go that much. Then on the 6th, the Stop Killing Games Act was shut down. Thanks a lot, Britain. Then on the 9th, I started development on an animated short film, which was also canceled. Then on the 9th, Bruce Willis started to talk again, or not talk. He started to walk again, which was really good. Then on the 9th, Funko was like, people thought like Funko was going out of business. But on the 12th, there was an update where it's like, no, they're not really going out of business. They're just probably not going to make as much Funko Pops or something. Then on the 13th, Vine was announced to be returning in 2026, which is awesome. Then on the 13th, Apple revealed the new iPhone holder that was essentially a sock. Then on the 14th, a new Sharknado movie was revealed to be coming out during the summer of 2026. I freaking love Sharknado. I'm so happy that we're getting a new Sharknado movie. So on the 15th, a La Boo Boo movie was announced to be being developed. So yeah. Then on the 15th, Jack Doherty was arrested and will be going to prison for 7 years. You have no idea how happy that made me, hearing that Jack Doherty was being arrested. Then on the 16th, more about the Epstein files were released, plus emails from Epstein that were for others. Then on the 17th, my mom split her lip open in two places, which thankfully thankfully she got that taken care of. Then finally, got the solution to remove the gunk out of my throat. You don't know what I'm talking about. Ever since me and my family moved to Georgia, I've had this gunk in my throat. I have the medicine. I haven't taken it yet because my mom is still waiting to hear from the doctor what order I have to take the medicine in. Then on the 26th, I made a chocolate pumpkin cake, which was really good. Then on the 27th, Thanksgiving 2025, then on the 28th, discovered that RyRy99 deleted his channel. And at the time, I made us really sad. But then the 29th came, and more was revealed why he deleted his channel. And yeah, RyRy99 is a manipulative pedophile, so that sucks. And then finally, on the 29th, Fortnite Chapter 7 came out. And now we're ending things on December. On the 5th, Netflix is currently trying to buy Warner Bros. I'm kind of mixed on, but considering who else is trying to buy Warner Bros., yeah, honestly, I think I would rather want Netflix to buy Warner Bros. Then I got a second paid member on Patreon, which they then left. Then on the 5th, the actor who played Shang Tsung in the 1995 Mortal Kombat movie, Cary Hiroki Tagawa, which, sorry if I mispronounced that, he sadly passed away, which, rest in peace. Then on the 6th, I saw the second FNAF movie, which was really good. Then on the 7th, went to Popeyes for the first time for the FNAF meal, also really good. Then on the 10th, Jeffrey Carissa, or Gracia, sorry if I'm mispronouncing names, who was the actor for Sheen and Jimmy Neutron, he passed away. Then on the 11th, Jim Ward, who voiced Doug Dimmadome from Fairly Odd Parents, also passed away. Then on the 11th, my Dexcom sensors finally arrived. Then on the 12th, my mom got surgery on her hand. Then also on the 12th, Amino shut down, which makes me very happy because I don't really have a lot of good memories on Amino. Like, I have some good memories, but just not a lot. Then on the 20th, it was revealed to be warm for the Christmas week, which is not something you should say during December. When it is December, it should be cold. Then Vince Zampella, who is one of Call of Duty's creators, also passed away. Which, look, despite the fact that I'm not a huge Call of Duty fan, especially with the recent Call of Duty, I will say Call of Duty, like, I can't deny that, yeah, Call of Duty is an important game franchise. It's fun here and there. So yeah, rest in peace, Vince. Thank you. Then on the 22nd, I made a new Lego mech. Then on the 23rd, I made another Lego mech. Then on the 24th, I got a waffle maker, which is something I've been waiting. Then on the 25th, it was Christmas. Then also on the 25th, I got a grill. And also on the 25th, I got the winning number on the scratch card. Which, okay, I need to explain something. So every Christmas, me and my family have this tradition of like scratching off scratch cards, and usually most of the time we never get any of the winning numbers. But I got the winning number, and it was amazing. I was so happy. Yeah. Then on the 25th, I discovered that Faded was now 10 years old, which, yeah. Then on the 27th, SMG4 released the final episode. It's pretty good, quite liked it. Then also on the 27th, I discovered that Nicki Minaj is now a Donald Trump dick writer. Then on the 27th, my older sister finally opened her Secret Santa gift, when she wasn't here for Christmas to open it, so that. Then on the 28th, I made waffles myself, which were pretty good. Then on the 29th, I got 4 to 6 off my Amazon cart. Then on the 29th, I got to use the grill I got for Christmas. Then on the 29th, the laptop bag I got was not big enough, and the HDMI player did not work the way I thought it would. If it only worked one day, then the next day it stopped working. So yeah. But yeah, that was 2025. So yeah, it wasn't the greatest year. But hey, some good things did happen. So yeah, that's it for my review of 2025, and I will now be working on the document for my year review of 2026. So, anyways, that's it for this video. Make sure you also subscribe and like for more, and I'll see you all later. Peace out, home guards, and goodbye!